All right, let's do a sync really quick. 3, 2, 1, clap for sound. Ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Got it.
Fucking nailed it.
We're ready to go, huh?
We're ready to go.
All right, welcome to the Decent Humans podcast. That's it. That's all I got.
Oh,
That's all I got.
it's the first video.
The very first.
Even though it feels like there's been more.
We won't talk about that.
We won't talk about those.
Yeah.
But this feels right. This feels nice.
Why are you looking at me?
I don't know. Well,
Why
this
are you looking at me?
you're talking.
You said this feels right.
This feels right. Well, I'm sitting next to you. So this definitely feels right. You're so tan. You're
I'm
so
trying to
tan.
get as tan as you guys.
It's actually like the
have-
shade. Like it's gradually darker. It's like makeup swatches, just like, oh, this
Yeah.
is like fair. And then this is like medium. And then we got
Chris,
rich.
what is your background? How are you tan?
My mom, I'm like from El Salvador, so my mother is.
Hey, the
Central
crazy thing
American.
about mics, Chris, is that you have to talk into your mic.
Yeah, you're right. This is like my first time doing this. So
We
just
spent
let me
a
know.
buttload of money on these mics. And you're just like, hey guys, so anyway.
I just want to feel closer to you guys. You know? That's
I
it.
do feel really far away.
Yeah.
Come on over.
Thank you.
Come hang out. It's fine.
What are we talking about?
You tell me, what's today about?
Today is about, well, we're getting to know each other.
Getting to know
we've
each
known
other.
each other.
This is the first official Decent Humans podcast. And I basically, this has been a long time coming because we've known each other now for
a while.
And it's finally like, I guess we just decided, let's do something together.
We've had a good little friendship for what, 5 years?
I thought that's what we were doing.
I did too.
Yeah, we had a relationship for 5 years, and then we've all like stayed in touch. But at the same time, we've all kind of gone and ventured off and started doing our own things, but still stays semi in relation to like content creation, social media, all of the above, media, just in how it's changing. But yeah, we finally decided like let's bring it back together, share a little bit of our experiences. We're all in different boats now, but I feel like we got some knowledge that we can share.
A little bit.
A little bit, not much. Just some.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see how it goes.
Maybe we
But-
should start off by telling like how we all.
Why don't we start off by saying our names? My name is Evan Tanaka. I am a photographer, videographer. I also own an agency called Naka Studios down in Los Angeles.
That was great.
Thank you.
I am Jenny Kleinknecht. I am the director of creative strategy and project development at Probably Nothing.
That was good.
That's a mouthful.
I'm Chris Avey. I'm a content creator and also started investing in crypto 2017 and travel lifestyle blogger.
Dude, you've really turned on the travel lifestyle.
Yeah,
Like,
you have.
I've tried to more recently.
I feel like that was like something, at least when I was starting out, like I wanted to do the travel lifestyle blogger thing. Like you see like the Sam Colders,
Yeah.
seeing those guys just like take off, go to sick ass locations, but you're doing it. That's awesome.
trying to.
That's sick. Where'd you just get back from?
I just got back from El Salvador, but like, let me preface it with, I've only been to Central America and South America for the past like year and a half.
So you're like an American traveler.
I'm
You're-
a North American traveler.
North,
I'm
the Americas.
American. I haven't been to
Americas.
Canada, but like North American, South American.
Okay, so you're not a world traveler yet.
Not yet.
You're just an
Trying to
Americas
expand.
traveler.
Might be going to Europe next month, actually.
So where?
We'll see. TBD.
Okay.
Italy's nice.
Yeah, somewhere around there, potentially. Maybe.
So they don't have very good surfing out there, do they?
That's kind of the point of the travel. You
To
know?
not surf?
To surf.
Oh.
To find good surf. Like there's Portugal, Spain. Like there's good waves
I
out
want to go
there.
to Spain.
Yeah.
If you need a travel buddy.
Okay. All right, Evan. Sorry. We're gonna be filming from out there.
I guess that's cool. Whatever. But anyways, it's fun that we all actually finally got to come back together and do this podcast. I think, you know, we've known each other now for 5
5 years.
years.
We were just
like
looking
that.
at photos yesterday
That's
from
right.
4 years ago.
Yeah.
And that was not even the beginning of our journey.
Yeah.
was-
Like, well, Jenny and I had a shoot yesterday with
Yeah.
Jeremy
Yeah.
and with their company, Probably Nothing. And then we realized, we were like 2 weeks off to the day of like 4 years or something
From the
like
last
that.
cooking shoot that
Last
we did.
cooking shoot.
Wow.
Which was
At
like
Threadbees.
at Threadbees.
Can we rewind it back to the beginning?
I would love to go back to the beginning. That was such a great time where it was just like just starting out, didn't know what we were doing, and it was just like having fun making content on Fairfax. Like that was epic. Like I even remember. So I remember the day that Jenny hired me as the videographer, and then you were the talent, and that's how we all met.
That was our second.
That was
like
your
our
second shoot
at
ever,
Threadbeast,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, it was. It was the second one. We did the Christmas shoot first.
Yep.
That was sick because we got sake and beer. And then the second shoot was
With Chris, which
with
we
Chris.
had beer before you got there.
Before we got beer. we got,
I hear a thing
and
here.
look at us now. We're drinking tequila, Casa Azul.
Here,
show it-
moved
We're
up.
really moving up in the world.
Can we see it? Oh,
Yeah, right here.
there we go. Uh-oh.
It's just the bottle. We filled it with something else. Just kidding. But yeah, I remember you had the Supreme bag. You had like a red sweatshirt, and I even made that little collage, like different colored collage photo for you. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And I had to like
Easter
flashback.
photo.
And, yep.
Yeah. That was
Bro,
cool.
I was proud of that work.
Yeah. And
was
actually, Threadbeast and Jenny provided that. I didn't bring it. But
Yeah, we did.
that was actually
yeah.
Threadbeast.
Oh no, I
Was
know.
that the one where I was like walking up and down Fairfax
Yes.
with a mountain?
You had
Yes,
a
yes.
mountain
Yes.
of clothes.
And we were just like changing you in the alley.
Yes.
But that's what we had to do back then, right? It was like, it was such, I mean, not that too much has changed,
No.
but it was like a grind where,
Yeah.
it would be me carrying camera equipment, Jenny carrying all the clothes. For some reason, Chris didn't do
He's a
anything.
talent.
I guess he's a talent. He doesn't have to do anything.
Thank you.
That's why my back is all fucked up and your back is like, you're going surfing and you're just like, oh, I'm going to travel to Portugal and go surfing over there. I'm just like, I'm just trying to get out of bed, make it downstairs, drink some coffee.
I honestly, I apologize for pushing this back 30 minutes because I did want to go surfing before we started.
Yeah.
Evan got a little mad at me.
I got a little
Today?
heated.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got a little heated. I was like, this
I missed all
motherfucker.
this.
Yeah, there's a lot of commotion going on.
he gives me a call, or he texted me, and it's like, we're supposed to meet at 10:30. Texted me like, hey, what if we push it back to 11? And I'm thinking, oh, this guy's got work or something happened. Maybe he's got to put out a fire, whatever.
Put out
sure.
a fire.
Put out a
All
fire.
things.
Definitely put out a fire.
Sure. And then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna let it go. Sure, no problem. I give him a call, and I'm like, hey, dude, John, who's behind the camera, wave, John.
What's up, John?
He's waving.
John's the man, by the way.
John's the man.
Thank you for
John-
waiting this morning.
John is the man. He got down here an hour and a half early. He was down here at
Like 8 or
9:30.
something. Oh yeah.
Well, 9:30, and then this guy wants to push it back to 11, and I'm like, I feel bad for John. But then I'm on my way down. I call this guy, and he's just like, oh yeah, man. I just like, the waves are supposed to be really good today, so I thought I'd go out and try and catch a few before we go. I was like, I'm sitting in 405 traffic on my way down there. John has been there for already an hour. And,
Again,
and
sorry,
you're going
John. I'm sorry,
surfing?
John.
Did he surf?
Yes,
Yeah.
I did. I grabbed a couple of waves and I came back. I told you.
And I
was
said,
getting back before 11.
you better be back before 11.
And I was.
Else I'm going to be livid.
I was.
And he was. So
No wonder I was a half hour late, but we were still not ready. So
No, I
that's-
knew. Yeah, I
that's
already
fine.
knew it was.
we weren't even inside the apartment yet. We weren't even inside here. We were still waiting outside. Chris is just like flicking his hair, slow motion running.
Meanwhile-
We're gonna slow mo that.
Back to the story where we all met.
Back to the story we all met. Yeah, so we met in Threadbeast days. And then from there, I mean, we all kind of started venturing off doing our own thing in our same vein, but that's where our original, I mean, I met Jenny even before that.
Yeah. We had done only like one shoot before that though. Wasn't that the yoga shoot with Anissa?
That was a yoga shoot with Anissa, her friend Lexi at the
For
Griffiths.
anyone who's wondering, Anissa is Evan's wife.
Evan, yes.
Look, hun, I wore it. She always gets mad because I always forget to wear it. It's just like, it brings, I'm
That's
like
a cool
trying.
ring, though, honestly. It's
This
very
one?
aesthetically pleasing. Yes.
Thank you. It was brushed gold. We don't need to talk about it. But yeah, it was the first shoot, and we did it for trade. Do you remember
Yeah.
that?
Back in those days, no one does that anymore.
Nobody does trade anymore. Even like 22-year-olds don't do trade anymore.
That's an inside joke. Cut that out. We don't need to use that one. Wow, you went there. That's a
The 22-year-olds
that's
just
a
do
low blow right there. That's,
They just don't do it for trade anymore.
Evan, we can keep it moving. Come on. Come on.
But I remember because I was like, it was like a hobby when I picked up the camera and I was just doing it for fun. And then you knew you knew me through another friend of ours, and then that's how we got in contact. And then I did it for trade, and then you took me over to Thread Beast with you when you went over there.
Yes. And I remember, well, the reason I remember wanting to work with you is because I feel like sometimes you work with certain production crew or videographers, photographers, and like it's hard to find a groove with them and feel comfortable giving them like critiques and advice and like any of that, or not even just like working with them in general. And
sure.
I remember you were always super fun to work with.
Wow.
So I was like, I
quite
want
a
to bring
compliment.
someone that I feel comfortable working with because they can be stressful.
No, you're absolutely right. I actually was talking to someone about it the other day. It's just like more so than just the talent and skill involved with creating or anything like that. It's like ease of work experience. Like, did you make their life a little easier? Was it fun? Was it good vibes the whole time? Because if it's a difficult working experience, then why would you want to work with that person again? Like, this is our life. Don't do boring shit.
I mean,
don't work with people you don't want to work with.
We worked together on a shoot yesterday, and the whole team was like, we got to keep working with Evan. He's so great. So like it works if you are a good energy on set. Like it's
See, I feel like this like two different, like Jenny's pumping me up, Chris is dragging me down. Like I feel like this is just I can't sit in the middle
I
anymore.
have so many things I want to say, but I'm just like
Chris is
holding
like,
back right
"That's
now.
false." That's not true. Lies.
I'm just
He's
gonna
like making
scoot over.
everybody's job easier, but he can't even get out of bed because his back is over here just
That's
complaining about his back.
That's because I'm breaking my back
you're
to make
carrying
your
the team.
life
I
It's
get
easier.
it.
5 years later.
Yeah.
He's been carrying-
I've been
Evan, so like
Years.
let's just preface this right now. 5 years ago you started filming, right?
Yep.
5 years ago.
5 years. No, I shouldn't say 5 years. Before that, I picked up the camera probably about 7 years ago total.
Yeah.
And but I was just like taking photos, and it was purely out of
So
necessity. I
your
was starting
first legit job,
my first legit
Trade.
job, paid
somebody
job
like
was
gave you a shot, like
was probably about 2 years in.
admirably gave you a there we go.
Yeah, it wasn't even that quick in. It was like 2 years
Yeah.
before I got that, because what I was doing with the camera was not. I never intended my life to be centered around photography or
Yeah.
videography. I wanted to be an owner of a brand. I wanted to do something like that. But I developed the skill, and I realized, oh wow, you can actually make a little bit of money
Yeah.
and make a career out of it. Not a career at that time. It was just like moonlighting and just having.
But I feel like the
Fun.
start of it was like you were always a curious and creative person. Like it wasn't like, oh, you just came from this out of nowhere. Like you were always a creative person.
Yeah.
The way that you see the world, the way that you approach everything. Like you were very much a creative, and then you just kind of found your lane
Exactly.
in the medium or whatever it is that you're using.
Yeah,
now.
I used to draw. I used to like charcoal paint, all that stuff
Really?
growing up. Oh yeah, you should see. Like, I mean, they're okay.
I want to get
I
a split
wish.
screen of like.
I want to see this.
What if it was just like this stick figure, just like holding like an umbrella? That's what I thought my artistic skill was. Like, good thing you picked up a camera.
Yeah.
The good news is you could NFT that now, and no one would bat an eyelash.
Oh, that
That's-
would be yes.
That's actually my next collection. Thanks for giving it away.
Wow.
Stick figures by Evan.
You could do that.
A little PFP stick figure.
But it's like I got away from that because I remember growing up thinking, oh, I can't make a living off this. Like my parents are like,
Yeah.
I remember my dad specifically saying, like, you're gonna end up on the boardwalk doing portraits for like 10 cents a portrait. And I was like, God, that's gonna be my life. And I was like, I can't do that. So I went a different route, but I guess that creativity was in me, and I got drawn back in. And once I found the camera, I was like, this is for me, you know.
Yeah. I mean, do you remember the first Thread Beast video shoot? You hadn't really even done video much, right? Had you?
Oh yeah, no, I totally lied. I was like, yeah, I can do video, and I had never really done video, like a full-on video like that. Like I had done clips where I'd be like, I had a fitness brand for all. Please, we're
Let's
not
hear
showing
about
it.
this.
We're not
No,
showing.
but
We're
this is
not
actually
showing.
a good- no, this is actually a good like topic because you have to fail
Yeah.
at certain things before you even get
And there's
anywhere.
definitely an element.
Thanks
of
for
faking it
already
till
saying
you-
that I
You
failed.
have to fail extremely hard,
That was
fall flat on your face. I'm just, I don't know if it
didn't
failed
fail.
or not. I just like to give Evan shit. So it's like,
It didn't fail. It just isn't around. They didn't fire me. They let me go. Okay. It was a fitness brand, and that's why I think it's funny because like there's videos of me like lifting weights out there, and it's like whatever. Anyways,
by the way, Evan he gets pretty jacked. Like if
no.
Back in the day.
Back in the day, the back came in.
I know that's probably why his back hurts now, but he was pretty jacked back in the day.
Dude, I appreciate that. Might be the first compliment you've ever given me. And now it's video documented right here, right now. But yeah, I had like done the video stuff, but then like a full on video like that was like a street style that had like a storyline to it where it was like these guys went to a restaurant, they exchanged gifts. And then I still remember like it was yesterday, like in the sushi restaurant, they're cheersing.
Yeah.
And we had it to a ludicrous song that we definitely did not have the rights to. No. But we had no idea. And we just threw it on there and it came out great.
Was fun.
Yeah, it was awesome. But yeah, that was my first video, but it was like, I took on the challenge.
Yeah.
So I knew that's what I wanted to do, even though I didn't know exactly how to do it.
Yeah.
But I was willing to figure it out. Yeah. And that's what you kind of have to do in this industry, not even just for myself, but for you guys, you just kind of figure it out. Like being on the talent side during those times, like you just had to figure it out. Mm-hmm. And like, how do you get brand deals? How do you like get an agent? How do you get any of those things? For you, Jenny, like trying to navigate from going from brand to brand or like leading the direction in what a brand looks like, feels like. Mm-hmm. That the whole thing is just figuring out. Like when you came on to Thread Beast.
I came on as head of marketing, which I'd never done before.
Exactly.
I had no idea what
Did you figure it out?
Yeah, I figured it out. And even now I'm working in NFTs, which I didn't know a thing about as of November of 2021. So like 7-8 months ago.
Yeah.
And so that's a lot of just figuring it out.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, most people still have no idea, but NFTs have only been around for like a year and a half.
Well, they've only been gaining popularity in the last like year and a half.
Exactly.
They've been around, but no one knew.
Like 2017.
Chris, you knew about them a while ago.
I didn't really get into it. I got into it on the later half of the bull run of the last year, but I knew they were around. I didn't get into them until probably a year
Recently,
ago.
yeah.
What made you get into
that? Honestly, it was because I'd been investing in crypto since like 2017 and like paying attention to the space, but it was kind of on the back end of the hype of last summer. And so I was like, oh, like my friend was like, oh, like buy this and buy this and buy this. I'm like, cool. Like going in blindly, didn't know shit about it. And then like I buy it at like 14 ETH when ETH was like $4,000. Yeah. And then like you're doing the math.
By the way, Chris is a multi-millionaire.
No shot. No chance.
You can't see the studio space, but this is one of 27 rooms.
Don't start that. No, there's no shot of that. But yeah, like I had to basically fully dive in to understand it and then watch it go to zero and then figure shit out, which is basically the whole.
Would you kind of say like that's kind of how it is for most things, not even just with like crypto or NFTs, but I'm talking about just like with being a content creator, being somebody in Jenny's spot where they're just like, you just got to go all in. You got to figure it out.
Yeah.
You're not going to know all the answers, but you have to be willing to do the work in whatever field you choose.
When I started on social, I knew nothing about it.
Yeah.
Like I knew absolutely nothing. I had a background in like modeling and acting and whatnot.
I could tell.
I knew
like
nothing.
You are one handsome guy.
I knew nothing about social, but I did know like if I go seek out the people who already are in the space that already understand it, I knew that I could learn from them in order to pivot and make it however I want.
Yeah.
So just dive in and figure it out, just like you guys are saying.
I think there's almost this element of like, if you have to force yourself to dive in and just like take that chance, because if you have something to fall back on, you're maybe not going to go all the way. Like, in my opinion, the sink or swim method.
See, I will say I did the opposite because I was so scared of sinking. I'm not a good swimmer, but that's not the point.
He didn't want to be on the boardwalk painting.
I didn't want to be exactly. I didn't want to be on the boardwalk painting, and I was just like, oh no, like I have nothing. So I actually did do a little bit of like teetering on both sides for a while. So like I had the 9-to-5 job, but then I did the moonlighting, and then there came a time where I was like, this is going to be the life I want to pick. What do you got?
Because I remember vividly, like, I'm like, Evan, just go for it. Just go. Just go.
No, you were.
Go for
100%.
it. Like, come on.
I
Are
actually.
we talking about when Evan became like Instagram and TikTok famous?
Yeah. But I've been telling
even
him
before that,
for
like,
like years before that.
I will give you credit for that.
I'm like,
for sure.
why are you going into this job? You could just go make your own stuff like on your own. And like,
Because it's scary, man. Like, imagine like
Chris is your biggest cheerleader.
He-
I really am. I really
secretly,
am.
as much shit as he has given me from forever, he
No.
definitely was one of the first people that was just like, no, you need to go and
So
like
wait,
create your own stuff.
Evan, would you credit your career like?
Yeah, Evan, let me hear. What was the question? What was it?
would you like say that I and Chris like kind of got you where you are?
If you boiled it down to the very simplistic idea of where it all began and like pivotal moments, you both actually play a vital role in everything that I've done. You gave me my first paid gig. You were the one that's been telling me to create my own stuff.
All right.
Proud of you.
We also got that
proud
on
of you.
camera.
I need a shot off to that one. No, but it's true. Like I remember when, yeah, the whole TikTok thing too. Like you were the one that was telling me to get on TikTok. Do you remember when we went and saw her? Like after I posted my first TikTok, we went to some type of event that Jenny was putting on.
Yeah.
and
There's
we were
a
like,
fighter event over in, right?
well, no, it was. I think it was some type of like brand.
No, you're right. You're right.
And we were like, it was like
all
1,000. I had 1,000 views.
It was a birthday. It
Or
was
at 1,000
yeah.
followers. Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
At 1,000 followers on TikTok, and you were going around like Evan's TikTok famous. Evan's TikTok
And
famous.
Jenny's over here like,
What is it you're talking about? Oh shit! Yeah, that actually
funny.
that's funny. Yeah.
That is really funny. We actually, you guys, we didn't see each other for like a solid like year and a half.
Oh, easy.
All like from COVID, right?
Yeah, I didn't see anybody.
Well, no
during
one
COVID.
did. But like then it took a minute, and then I saw you at the Probably Nothing event, and
Yeah.
that's kind of what
Kind of
reconnected
re-sparked
us.
all
Yeah.
of this. Yeah.
And now we're here.
I'm glad we're
now,
back, guys.
now we're here.
And now we're doing this together.
Look at us. Wow.
Hands in.
Now,
The Decent
that
Humans
it?
podcast. We're here to stay. And go.
like, where are we going?
Well, take it away.
I have nothing.
All right, Jenny, take it away.
I want to see how you do it first.
Shit.
I'm a visual.
Yeah,
like,
she's a
learner.
visual learner, so we gotta set the tone.
This is the first time. This is a big ask. Like
Yeah.
this is
So it
hard.
needs to
This
be
is
good.
hard to like figure out. Like
Yeah.
how are we gonna end the video? And that's the end, folks. Thank you for listening to the Decent Human podcast. This is the first show of many. Hopefully, no,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Please, guys, we appreciate all the support. We'll be back with more content. Hold on, take that back. We'll be back with even more stories and sharing our experience and how the whole creator experience is just changing. Hold on, let me take that back one more time. Thank you guys so much for joining the Decent Human podcast. This is the first show of many, so stay tuned and we'll see you guys soon.